And now that we've had lunch, it is time for the second and most important meal of the day. It is long before the bell signaling the end of lunch break. Like me, the girls pack up their lunches as efficiently as they can as they sit them up. I guess I'd better be off, my dears. Are you going to go with Hisao, Hanako? Hanako looks up to me, and for a second I can see that she's considering skipping class, maybe just to avoid walking to the classroom with me. No! I don't know shit about you. I know everything about the fucking the deaf bitch and the bitch who won't shut up. What can I know about blind girl and scarred girl? Yes! Yes! Score 1 for Hisao. I don't know what to think of it. Hisao is really delicate to the point of breaking if looked at the wrong way. It makes me a bit nervous too, but I push the feeling aside, trying to be as natural as I can. We should hurry then. Class has already started by the sound of it. Lily gives me a nod of farewell as she bends down to take her cane. Hisao and I filing out... Wait, Hanako and I... Fucking H&H forever. Fucking love heart hands bullshit. We walk quickly down the empty halls of our respective classes. As we reach the door to Lily's 3-2 classroom, she turns towards me. Hisao, thank you for sharing lunch with us today. My pleasure, Lily. And with that, we part ways, Lily entering her classroom and leaving Hanako and I to make off to our own. She's still looking like she wants to run away. Aww. So, do you really want to go back to class now? Yes. Okay, then. I feel like I should say something more to her, but it's hard to come up with anything that would be appropriate and safe enough. And Lily was right. The more time we spend out here, the more explaining we have to do. I open the rear door to the class and walk in. I just burped because I had a chocolate bar in between sessions because I was hungry. That's my bad. I promise I will try and stop burping. Ugh, God. Eating bad fast food for dinner was probably not the best idea, but oh well. When you've only got like an hour between classes, you can't exactly go out for a five-course meal. Oh well. The teacher looks up at me and opens his mouth to say something. Mr. Mewtwo! However, as Hanako follows me and closes the door, he simply nods to us and continues his lecture. Aw, I can't even do Mewtwo's voice anymore. Mewtwo. This is the third time Hanako has had her truancy practically ignored. There's definitely something going on here. If you're with Hanako, you can skip class! We make our way to our seats, and I notice that Misha and Shizune are both missing as well. I wonder if it's some form of informal agreement with the staff, or if it's a perk afforded to unique students of the school. Trying to make as little disturbance as I can, I extract the relevant textbooks from my bag and start catching up. The class goes on quietly. The teacher seems like an okay person despite the weird first impression I got, and the material is relatively interesting. It's because Mr. Mewtwo shares his stash, man. Just fucking... However, the way he teaches is really bizarre, so as if he expects that everyone is a natural genius. Ding dong. Ding dong, ding dong. I love that bell. When the final bell sounds, I realize there's still a lot of time left in the day, and I'm left wondering what to do. Hang out with Hanako! At the hospital I had 24 hours a day of free time, but here, following the considerably shorter hours feels difficult. Why am I slurping this? I shouldn't be slurping it. Okay, that's a Mountain Dew burp. My bad. Everyone else leaves and left alone with the teacher. Mewtwo is examining the assignment sheets we were working on earlier, marking them with a red ballpoint pen. Raising his eyes from his papers briefly, he noticed me and furrows his brow. What is it, Nakai, man? What's going on? You want to smoke some herb? I jump at him addressing me, but I guess it's natural to spark some conversation since there's no one else around. Nothing. I'm thinking about what I do after school. The teacher slowly puts the cap on the pen he's holding and arranges his papers into a stack, clacking it against his deck twice. He seems very methodical for a brief moment. I'm reminded of Shizune, but the teacher is more unhurried and relaxed, much more routine. You have no plans, man? Shit. No, I consider joining a club, but I don't know what kind of club would interest me. Go observe a meeting of someone else's club, man. It might pique your interest. I mean, you could always join the 420 club, man. I lead that shit. But I don't know how to continue from there. Mewtwo looks at me that makes me think I quickly want to take the words back to avoid conversation. But I can't, so I have to forge ahead. I just don't know how to deal with people. I mean, the other students. I'm a beta faggot. I'm talking to people and everything, but it's not like I'd be isolated or something. I just don't know what to think about the disabilities. It's like, it feels like I'm being impolite if I pay attention to them, and it's weird to ignore them. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. The teacher scratches his cheek absent-mindedly, looking very unresponsive. These things are only an issue if you make them one, man. Just chill out, man. You can talk normally with someone, even if they're blind, man. Try to look behind the superficial. There's not a single student here, man, who isn't just a normal kid behind whatever they might seem at first glance. Even that Shizune bitch, man, she's so fucking uptight, man. But I gave her some of my fucking brownies, man, and she was just like any other kid. And she even tried fucking talking. Because she's deaf, she don't know tone, so it sounded funny as shit. He says the same thing as Yuko did. I'm sorry I went off on a tangent there. The Mewtwo in my head is a lot different than the Mewtwo in the story. I know they're right, but it's hard. How do you not consider, for example, Shizune's deafness, when the only way to communicate with her is to talk through Misha? Or Hanako, it's not like you can ignore her face. But I'm interrupted by the door of the classroom suddenly slamming open. Oh god, no! No! Why, God? What have I done to deserve this? Oh shit, I should get back in the chair, shouldn't I?
Teacher! I'm destined to do the voice again!
Misha crashes in, hand straight in front of it, enthusiastic greeting, her voice loud and lively enough to wake the dead from their fucking graves. She started moving towards the teacher's desk with her bouncing step, being a pixie bitch. Mewtwo, visibly dismayed at the interruption, and Misha in general, slumps in his chair. Mikado, I'm coming down off a really fucking massive high right now, so I'd appreciate it if you shut your fucking mouth.
Yes?
We have talked about volume control before, man.
Yes?
But she doesn't lower her voice at all, and the teacher just rubs his eyes. So what is it?
We need help! We're running out of supplies for the festival stands! This is a distress!
She waves a pink slip of paper she's holding around. So go get more supplies from the art room, man. What's the problem with that?
Plywood! Plywood is always the problem! Last time we wanted more, there was only a little, but that time we just took it all and went with that. Now there's like none left, so you know where there is some.
I don't understand. How would I know? I'm the fucking English teacher.
She-chan, the president thought that a teacher would know there's plywood. Was she wrong?
Mewtwo looked like he's in great pain, frowning with his entire essence, and Misha doesn't get it at all. I feel you, my brother. Jesus Christ, Mewtwo, I feel your pain, bro. I kind of hope you're like a stoner, like you are in my mind, so you can just fucking just toke up and forget Misha exists. Looking to communicate is terrible, like looking at a man being tortured by drilling his skull open while blasting pop music at full volume at the same time. I'm afraid I have no idea if there's any plywood in the school, let alone if there would be if there any.
What should I do?
Shut the fuck up! Perhaps try to find Mr. Nomiya. I'm sure he would know where to find anything you need, because he's probably the art teacher. You'd have to pry them from his cold, dead hands, but that's a different matter.
I don't have time, we're so busy!
She holds her head with both her hands, looking as despairing as she's not possible for a person like her. Without even noticing, she crumbles the note she's holding against her hair.
I shouldn't even be fetching these things. There's so much to do, we're falling behind the schedule.
Mewtwo looks at her gravely and then suddenly smiles. Smiling does— oh god, no! No! Mewtwo! Please! I beg of you, do not send me with them! I wonder if you could get some temper—
Why do you
do this to me, Mewtwo? Okay, let's move on. He switches to staring at me focusedly, with a hard expression as if trying to say, "Go make some friends, you fucking faggot." I guess I can give you a hand, because I'm a tool and I have no free will.
You can? Thanks, He-chan. You really are nice, and I'm not forcing you to do anything at all.
She pauses, does a double take, then points at me with a finger, yelping, "Ah!" and looks very puzzled.
Come to think of it, what's He-chan doing here? Class is over. You should be having fun.
We just had a little chat.
Oh, no, it's not detention, is it? Are you in trouble, He-chan?
I wish I was. Please, give me detention. Send me to the cold pits. No, I'm not.
Is He-chan in trouble, teacher?
No, he's not. Mewtwo sighs deeply and I feel I have to help Misha get her off the teacher's back. So what do you need?
Here's a list. I can try to find the plywood from somewhere if there's none in the art room.
She offers me the note she's holding. I take it, hesitating a bit. I said I'd help you, but this has no implications on whether I'm joining the council or not.
Aww. Still, thanks, He-chan. Try to be quick. We're in a stall building streak now, so you must hurry, hurry, hurry! Now, if you see someone trying to pin me down and give me Ritalin, shoot them. I'm out.
She bounces out of the classroom, leaving me and the teacher looking at each other with something feels like silent agreement. That he is a cunt for sending me against this bitch. Well, there you have it, Nakai. You have something to do now, man. Now get out. I need to get my humidifier. Please don't sound so smug. Looking at the list with a number of items ranging from paint to plywood, all written in small, neat handwriting that is undoubtedly Shizune's, I heave a sigh. I'll be going, then. Waving the long list limply at the teacher, I exit to the hallway. The classroom is close to ours. It is designated belonging to class 3, 1, 3, 2 on the right side, 3, 4 on the left side, each door looking exactly the same. Further down the corridor, still with identical doors, are rooms I didn't think are used for classes. Guess the art room is not a classroom as such. I carefully push open the furthest door and peek in. It's a classroom. It seems rather badly kept or not in use. Am I in the right place? Desks and chairs are all around the room, a thin layer of dust settled on them. There are some easels in the corner. This looks at least like the right place. The room is flushed in sunlight from the big windows, and shadows creeping all over the desks. Specks of dust are dancing in the stagnant air, making the beams of light almost visible. Jokingly, I call into the empty room. Anybody ho? Wait, what the I didn't pick that! Something catches my eye and I stop mid-sentence. What? Sitting on a desk is a short-haired girl curiously wearing a boy's uniform, with a fork between her toes and a morsel of food stuck firmly on the end. Hello? What's your deal? This odd way of dining seems to be caused by your apparent lack of hands, but her presence here is what takes me back even more. How did I miss her before? She's sitting in the corner very still, but I still somehow took her as part of the furnishing or statue at first glance. That is fucking... That's unsanitary, for one. The girl seems frozen in place, staring at me with her huge eyes like a rabbit in headlights. She's staring at me, her mouth wide open, ready to accept the fork. Foot meet mouth, I guess, literally. I'm staring at her, my mouth wide open, suddenly remembering I didn't finish my sentence and trying to think if I should. This weird stalemate keeps us both stunned into silence, punctuated only by the wail of a clock ticking rhythmically. Hello. The girl stuffs a forkful in her mouth, is now staring at me expectantly while chewing. This is a bit awkward. Hello? I was told to pick up some supplies from here for some festival stalls. I didn't think there'd be someone in here. There isn't. Why am I giving her a dude's voice? Fuck it. She doesn't get a voice. There isn't. That's why I came here too. She picks up another forkful. Doesn't that mean you're here then? She raises her eyebrows as if she was expecting my observation was false. You are pretty observant. I guess it does. But who are you? The girl's pretty straightforward, isn't she? I am Nakai, Hisao Nakai. I just transferred in on Monday. I am Rin, Tezuka Rin Tezuka. I won't shake hands with you. Well, shake sleeves then, you fucking plebeian. Her deadpan. Oh, she's the snarky one. I really hope she's friends with Lily and Hanako. I really hope they don't hate each other, because I want to be her friend as well. It kind of bothers me joking about these matters don't feel appropriate at all. Well, I'm trying to figure out what's appropriate, whether the girl is. She seems to have lost interest and is now gazing yearningly back at her food. Can I continue my lunch? If you don't mind me, I won't mind you. I like her. If you need to get your stuff, the supplies are at the back. Go right ahead, but lunch? School's already over for the day. What word would you use then? There's no really word for a meal you eat after lunch before dinner, right? Bothers me very much too, but I don't really know what I should say. I don't think you're supposed to eat a meal between lunch and dinner to begin with. But I'm hungry now, my delicious box lunch would go to waste otherwise. I have curry. It's very delicious. With much decisiveness, Rin once again picks the fork between her toes, and at least as much impoliteness, she points it straight at me. So, what brings you to this place? Like I said, I was told to look for these things. No, the school. From the outside you look fine. Is your problem inside? Yes. My heart is 3 sizes too small. I come to a full stop, opening my mouth but not getting a word out. I can guess. I'm good at guessing better than most people. Rin cuts me off before I can ask her a question, or skirt around it somehow. I don't know which I would have done. I froze in front of the issue again. I hadn't told anyone about my condition. Maybe it's only because it really hasn't come up. I get the feeling that not making issues is part of the social code here, as the teacher said. I wonder if people here could relate. Probably not any better than my normal person could. I can't relate to Shizune's circumstances, or Lily's either. Naturally, when I go this through my head, Rin keeps considering what my condition could be, with an overtly contemplative look on her face. She puts her foot between her lips and leans back, looking at the ceiling as if the answer was written up there. A beam of light illuminates her face from the window side, creating a mask of dark shadow on the other side. Oh. I don't think it's anything in your head, and something in your guts be boringly ordinary, like this lunch of mine, and less delicious. The problem must be in your pants! Yes! This messed up Sherlock Holmes kind of statement and the sheer lack of tact it was delivered catches me completely off guard.
Yes, Rin, I'm actually here because my penis is 25 times too large. I was actually born with only 1 leg. I'm actually using my penis to walk.
I think I might have reeled back even physically as Rin's eyes widened in revelation and astonishment. So I was right, there's something wrong with your penis, isn't there? Still partially in shock, but recognizing the need to reply something, I spit out the first thing I think of. No, nothing like that, I have a heart problem, arrhythmia. I said it, more like blurted it out, but I said it. The girl in front of me pushed her lips together and glares at me, looking very disappointed. How boring. Trouble in the pants would have been much more scandalous.
Like if he had a vagina!
What's with this reaction? I am so sorry to let you down. I forgive you, just, I collect people, and a person with, that kind of problem would have been really great! Oh my god! I imagine she would be, the first person to be like, hey, fucking, you want fucking amputee sex? Fucking... yeah. Collect people? People with different problems. So you just go around asking people what's wrong with them? Pretty much. I see. With little left to say, Rin resumes her lunch and the conversation dies away. I keep thinking about what was said. It's the first time I told anyone about my condition. All the other people have either known about it already, or heard about it from someone else. Or didn't need to know, just every other student so far. Should I have told this part of a natural part of introductions? Is it expected of me? Hi, I'm Hisao. I have a serious heart condition. Is that how I'm supposed to go in the ground introducing myself from now on? As if our disabilities would define us. What a disgusting thought. But you just started defining people by their fucking disabilities, you fucking... Oh my god, Hisao, you are fucking dense, you fucking wanker! Or maybe this Tezuka girl just has unnatural interest in such things. As I walk to the back of the room and pick up the items on Misha's list, a chance opens to study Rin from the corner of my eye. Her hair is a burnt auburn, almost orange, and cropped short. Long hair would probably be impossible with no arms. The boy's uniform and lack of arms make her look very thin, almost scrawny. She's not particularly pretty except for her murky green eyes, which flicker... I don't know. She's decent looking, I suppose. Distance and shadows make it look like they don't reflect sunlight at all, but instead absorb all of it within the deep walls. She moves her feet almost deftly as a normal person would use her arms. However, I can see how this sight could discomfort people, especially while eating. It makes me feel a bit uncomfortable at least. I hesitate to think about the world unnatural, but it's a bit too late now, isn't it? I keep searching the cabins and shelves on Misha's things, but after enough time passes, the stylish strange go, yeah, dude, I'm comfortable. I try and force some conversation out of this strange girl. So, do you always eat alone and this late, or do you get the occasional visitor? Visitors. Maybe you're my first occasional visitor, but I don't always eat alone either. Sometimes I eat with a certain person on the roof if she's not horsing around. Horsing? She likes to do sports. Oh. And that's all I can think. Is it the bitch with no legs? Is that... Because that would just be... She has legs, but no arms, and the other woman has arms but no legs. Both of us fall silent again as reinforced the last bits of her meal into her mouth. I look down at my haul and double-check it with Misha's list. Seems I have everything except plywood. So I think I have all the things now. That's very nice for you. Don't feel obligated to stay or anything. I was about to take a nap. You need to do whatever you're gonna do with that stuff anyway, right? Or perhaps you'd like to watch girls sleeping. And I'm not sure what to make of this, but Rin looks serious. Even if I did, I think I have to be going. I'll catch you around, Tezuka. You can call me Rin. I feel that our relationship at this point is good enough to warrant this much. I was already turning to make my exit, but she draws me back in. Fine, then I'm Hisao. And then you are. Rin looks me hard in the eyes, that intimidating feeling you get when someone stares at you isn't there. Like she's actually not looking at me at all. She blinks a couple times, and I figure out why. Apologies like pop between us out of nowhere. See you later, Hisao. There's something like a tiny smile there on her face, maybe. She's checking you out, boy. She's checking you out. She's checking you out, boy. She's checking you out, motherfucker. So is that... There can't be that many girls left. Like, that's gotta be the last one, right? Like, that's gotta be the last girl. Like, how many more can they throw at me? Like... Oh, God. I don't know. I don't know how long this game was actually in development. And can't have been too long because Anons get bored very easily. That's gotta be the last one. There can't be another girl. I've met all of them at least once.